Is this the best router ever made? Well, let's talk about it. What we have here is the Bosch 1617. This is the EVS version, which comes with just the fixed base. You can get this router with a plunge and fixed base kit. There's also a D handle you can get and a very nice fence with an adjustable, micro adjustable mechanism that you can get for this thing. Here we have just the fixed base. What we have is a 2¼ horsepower motor that is variable speed at 8,000 to 25,000 RPMs. And it has a very nice micro adjust handle on it that comes with a wrench that you can use from the top of a table, if you were to put this in a table, to do micro adjustments from the top. Best router ever made? I think it's definitely in the running. Let's get it out of the box and check it out. All right, guys, for you unboxing people, let's pop this thing open. And as you can see, I am opening this fresh on camera for you. And it does seem to be packed quite nicely. In here we have a bag that has, well, here we have the 1/4-inch collet. The 1/2-inch collet is installed, and inside the bag we have obviously your instruction manual, which I will take a gander at, some warranty information, and in the bag there are 6 longer screws. If you want to put this at a table, I'm assuming these screws are for that. I'm going to put these in one of my magnetic cups so that I don't lose them. We have 3 wrenches as well. 2 of them are your basic spanner wrenches. Looks like a 24 millimeter and a 16 millimeter. One obviously to change the collet, one to change the bit. And then we have this little Allen key wrench that is used if you have it in a table to do the micro adjustment. And we have the router itself. And that's it, guys. That's all that's in the box. Now, this is a very attractive router. I have to say, I have been, we have 4 more smaller screws as well in a bag that just came out with the router. Again, all of those are for changing this and putting it in a table. And as you can see, the 1/2-inch collet is installed. So what we have, fixed base, snap it like that to take it out, and then it just, I believe you do a 1/2 twist on this thing. And it comes out. So you have a push button here that you have to use. You open the lock, you push the button, it slides up, you give it a 1/2 twist. That 1/2 twist follows this groove right here, and down it goes. So to put it back in, you have to get your little tooth aligned with the groove here. And once you do that, it goes in. Push the button, and down it goes. And here, to go up and down large, quick adjustments, just like that. Lock it off where you want it. And you can make micro adjustments with the knob. Actually, let's loosen this. And then you can make micro adjustments with the knob like that. So that's the router in a nutshell. It's a very basic router. It basically has the standard look. It honestly looks a lot like my old Porter Cable 690. The 2 round handles. These are, I'm guessing, maybe maple or beech. Nice wooden handles. It looks great. The Bosch bluish green with the gray and the wooden handles. It's a very good looking router. Bosch has made this router now for over 25 years. With very little adjustments and changes. I mean, they're just printing money with this thing. They just keep making them and making them and making them. And that is one of the reasons I kind of jokingly said in the beginning, is this the best router ever? Because, well, let's be honest, if you can make something for 25 years without much change and people keep buying it, then it's a good router. Now, about buying it, it is having a bit of a price war right now. I bought mine at Lowe's about 3 weeks ago. It takes me a little while to get to do these videos. Lowe's had it on sale for the month of April for $169. It's back up at Lowe's to $219. But Amazon has it all over the place. You can do it Amazon. You can look at the previous pricing if you click the little button on Amazon. And it's been anywhere from 148 up to 169 lately. Right now it's at 169, so it's fluctuating. My fear is it's going to go back up soon because Lowe's brought theirs back up. So I'll give you the link to Amazon. You might want to check quick to see if it's still down between that 148 and 169 price. It's been bouncing around in there, so I have no idea how Amazon does their pricing, so you got to kind of just watch it. I have a feeling it might go back up to the 219 soon, so you might want to jump on this pretty quick. So let's get a bit in here and let's use this thing, eh? Okay, this does have variable speed. I'm going to set it somewhere in the middle to start. I really don't know. I'm going to have to figure it out. You're going to have to kind of play with it and figure out where you want your speeds to be. It goes from 1 to 6, which is getting you from 8,000 to 25,000 RPM. So if I set it on 3, that's going to give me something in between there. So I've got this set on 3, which is about half the full speed. We're 8,000 to 25,000 RPMs. Hey guys, I found this on the internet. This will give you a good idea of the 6 speeds and their use cases. I guess that's what, about 16,000 we're going to be in the middle for a chamfer bit. I'm going to guess that's okay. I'm not really sure. You know, you got to kind of figure out the speeds here. So that's not, the other thing you want to do is make this stable, and I'm not comfortable with that. I'm going to put a few more of these cookies down here. I like that better. Being a 2x4, I could probably do this right on the bench, but the cookies give me better grip. Now, we get it up here. We power her up. And as we can see, we put a nice chamfer on the side of that 2x4. That was a little slow. I'm going to turn it up to about 4.5 and try it on this piece here. As a matter of fact, I'll do it on this side for you so you can see the cut. Just means I'll be going this way now. And again, as you can see, we put a nice chamfer on there. Let's try putting a groove in a board. All right, everybody, as you can see, I now have our board clamped to the bench, and I have a straight edge clamped on it. And I'm going to run a groove across the top of this board. I did, as you can see, square that off. I have it set to it looks like about 1/4 of an inch. This is a test. I didn't really adjust it. But I am assuming in pine, a 2 1/4 horsepower router will go through a quarter of an inch fine. This is a brand new 1/2 inch straight bit. So let's check it out. And as expected, that went through it like butter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, obviously this router is very functional at dressing the edge of a board. We threw some chamfers on here and making grooves in a board. Now, this is just a piece of 2x, you know, and it went through it like butter. It will go through hardwood as well. I really like this. My use case for this is going to be in a table. I actually have the Craig benchtop router table, and I bought it years ago, and I bought a Porter Cable 690 to put in it, and I bought the full plunge and fixed base, and thinking, you know, I'll just take it out, put it in the plunge base, use it. Never did I take that router out of that base or out of that table. So I now will take the 690 out, have the plunge base to use with it as well as the fixed base. I also have a very nice fence for that came with the 690. This will go into the table, and I do have a lift I'm going to install as well. That's going to be a whole nother video. As far as this router being handheld, I like it. I need to get used to it. You can see I'm still trying to find where the switches are and stuff. That's all part of being new. I mean, I'm not giving this a full long-term review yet. I just took it out of the box. But my first impressions on this is it's a very good router. Now, my little tease at the beginning, is it the best router ever? Well, you know, who knows? Bosch has been making it for over 25 years. Google told me that it started production in 1999. So if you're 25 years out there, this router's older than you guys. So it's been around a while, which means they got it right. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think it's in the conversation. Put in the comments below what you think. Is it the 690? DeWalt makes a couple of really good routers. What do you think the best router is? I think this is a good one. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like this, please hit the subscribe button. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.